Wes, assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you feeling today?
Walaikum salam. How are you, Shazad Bhai? Feeling a little bit happy that you would see last time Pakistan playing Bangladesh, but I don't know, the rain might interrupt the match today.
Our spirits are really, really attached to this match because we have lost, and I think it's very,
Yeah.
very unfortunate. But again, Avas, I would want your analysis. I mean, there's a lot of soul searching to do. Obviously, there's no denying the fact. And I think the top thing that stands out in the conversation is meritocracy is not being ensured. There's a lot of talent. I think Pakistanis, this region has a rich, rich talent in terms of the cricketing field, but somehow we are not polishing that talent. And instead, people who have connections, who are well-to-do, who are well-connected, they are being approached, they are being taken into the cricket team over the criteria of the meritocracy. So certainly, what are some of the other reasons that you see Pakistan is doing so bad, and that too on the home ground?
Look, there's no talent. Let's be frank. I mean, when we speak about the talent what Pakistan has in the domestic structure, there's no talent coming up for Pakistan. Yeah, you see the talent for limited overs. That's T20 because work with the under 19 specifically, when you work with the youth cricket, they more focus on T20s because they know that's a short way to get themselves marketized in the cricketing world. Unfortunately, they don't go for longer formats. The biggest issue right now we have been discussing on, because Shazad Bhai and me on the other platform, we used to discuss the same thing, that this is the time again. Now we are just sitting up here and thinking that what squad should be for the Champions Trophy. It's unfortunate from an year or 1.5 years, I would say, the squad which we were carrying, that was in our mind that this would be the best squad for the Champions Trophy, and everyone started to rate Pakistan as one of the best team. I mean, unfortunately, the Pakistan selection committee, rightly pointed by Shazad Bey, because even there was news coming up that before the 24 hours, even the chairman of Pakistan Cricket Board requested the selection committee, not just the selection committee, even the mentors of the Pakistan domestic, to sit down and rethink about the squad. 1.5 hour meeting, nothing had happened now. So they just came up with no answers. I mean, with no clues that this is the final squad. There are no changes. They are accountable for this. I mean, it's just not the selection committee. Even the mentors are accountable for the thing what happened with the Pakistan team. Akib Javed sitting in a press conference yesterday. Literally, I was confused to see whether is he in his senses. What he's talking about, like Naseem has played 23 matches. Shaheen has not played many matches for international of Pakistan. So how can you say there are many experienced fast bowlers for Pakistan? Come on, man. They are playing international for Pakistan. They are experienced. I mean, they're from past 3 to 4 years for Pakistan. They haven't been able to win a big tournament for you. That's a reality. You need to understand that. Secondly, when you speak about Irfan Niazi, what he was saying on, I'm quoting his words. He said that Irfan Niazi performance was not up to that mark. He played more T20. If I count about Usman Khan, he played T20. He never played ODI cricket from many long time. He was the part of the team. Fahim Ashraf, he was out for 2 years. He was the part of the Pakistan team. What excuses are giving on? So that's the thing I'm saying. The Pakistan cricket, where it is going, it is the time. The Pakistan Cricket Board chairman, he needs to sit in the office. He needs to call all these guys and see what happened. I mean, they're accountable for what results Pakistan has produced. It is, I mean, everyone has speaking over here that Pakistan cricket, building up a stadium was a great idea, but we never built up a team to compete at this highest level. Even the Indian journalist Vikrant Gupta, I was listening to him yesterday.
Exactly, a West point taken. But now I think obviously let's not steal the spotlight from Afghanistan. Now imagine that they were the ICC Champions Trophy debutants. Number one,
Oh.
number two. Now they have qualified for the semis as well. They have made sure that England is not going to be not going to qualify for the semis. So I think let's make it about Afghanistan, because imagine that Afghanistan has always given us a tough time, and their impeccable execution of their plan is something that I would want to talk about. Not just that, batting first, for them to kind of score 325 for the loss of 7 wickets. How do you rate them? Not just that. Imagine that. First of all, obviously it was Ibrahim Zadran with 177. Then their skipper coming down with another 41, and the 340s down there in the middle order. So how do you rate Afghanistan's batting yesterday? And looked like it was flawless.
Shazad Bhai, the thing is that because I've played a lot of matches against Afghanistan, I've seen this Afghanistan team rising from the down. And hats off to Kabir Khan, who coached the Afghanistan team. Rashid Latif and now Yunus Khan is in the dugout. And that shows the result, how they are produced. They have been playing one kind of style cricket. I mean, whenever I remember, even in the qualifiers, when in UAE specifically, when we used to play, and the style of cricket, what they carry is the same style, what they're carrying on. But one thing is good to see in this Afghanistan team right now, it's that they have got in the middle order stability. Like if it crumbles, the inning crumbles up in the start of the innings, like it happened yesterday, 3 early wickets. But Zadran, the way he played, I mean, Ibrahim Zadran, he just the strike rate was brilliant, 93 runs. He just continued the innings till the last over, what was required. Even in the middle order, Hashmatullah was brilliant, I would say, the way he just contributed with him. That's what Afghanistan intent was shown, and that's what Afghanistan team is. I mean, because in this couple of 1 or 2 years, if you speak, I mean, they have beaten all the big teams, England, Australia, they have beaten Pakistan. That shows what they're capable of, and especially hats off to the fast bowler who took 5 wickets, Umar Zai, because if you talk about that youngster, I remember his journey has been one of the most toughest journeys for Afghanistan. Was never ever rated.
Entire Afghanistan team, Abbas, journey of the entire Afghanistan team has been nothing short of a dream journey. But in addition to this, I think on the other hand, if you are to kind of speak about England, England is one of those teams who've actually introduced the concept of baseball anyways. So with Joe Root, while standing on the crease, looked like as if they're pretty much still in the game. Why do you think that England actually lost their match while they were still in the game? Do you think that it was when Overton actually got back, because Overton was still making it look like as if he's going to chase it?
That shot what Overton played, I mean, on the slower one was not the shot required at that time, because you were almost winning the match because the way he was playing on with Jofra Archer. But Shahzad, if you just talk about the English team, the biggest flaw what I feel is that from 2 to 3 tournaments, I would say, which they have been knocked out. I mean, they specifically are playing one kind of style cricket, that's flamboyant cricket, what they're known for. I mean, they never had that stability in the middle order, which can carry the big innings. Joy Root, one of the fabulous players, he scored 100 yesterday, what was required at that time, the way he just built up that innings. But if you talk about Overton, if you talk about Josh Butler was going brilliant. I mean, that was the point where they had to play a big innings. But the 30 overs of Afghanistan, especially the spinners, they did dominate really well. I mean, because of the Lahore wicket, when you talk about Lahore wicket, it's a batting track where you can score big runs and even you can chase, because even the Australia match you saw, it was a big chase from Australia. So it's a batting track, but performing at that level against England, because even if it's a 325 score, everyone thought that England would be favourites because England has got some firepower in the batting order. But that 30 overs, I would say, especially of Noor Ahmed, the guy coming up, replacing one of the senior spinners, has done a brilliant job for Afghanistan. If you talk about the others,
Congratulations to Afghanistan, Awais. I know that we are very excited about Afghanistan's victory, and certainly we need to take a lot from here. But very quickly, towards the end, one last question. That is, how do you see Pakistan and Bangladesh facing? Because Bangladesh's assistant coach press conference yesterday actually spoke about how, they will still be causing trouble for Pakistan. And imagine that if Pakistan and Bangladesh are playing a match away in Rawalpindi and Pakistan loses to Bangladesh, do you think that we still need to play the game or follow the game or think good about the game?
I think we've already imagined that.
Yeah.
See, I mean, Shahzad, obviously, I know whatever happened, but you would love to finish on a higher note. I mean, I know whatever the situation has happened on, but if you talk about the Bangladesh team, we need to appreciate them. See, I know they didn't win a match, but they have given really tough time to the opponents. I mean, it's a totally different Bangladesh team, what you see. I mean, I know in the middle order, when you talk about the middle order, Jakir specifically, I would say he needs to play up the order. There are some struggle faces for Bangladesh, but Pakistan, I would say, will try the level best to finish it up on a high note, because Pindi wicket, seam position, especially speed seamers will dominate over here. Nahid Rana, if you remember in the test cricket, he was very effective against Pakistan. So it would be interesting to watch on what Pakistan has a plan over here. We are out of the Champions Trophy, but I would love to watch Usman Khan, Fahim Ashraf to get a chance over here. What Pakistan Cricket Board wanted, I mean, so at least get a chance. I mean, give them a chance over here so we can see that you guys wanted them in the squad and how they're performing well.
Exactly,
Right.
that's wonderful.
Thank you so much, Awais, for enlightening us about the cricketing, the world of the cricketing, and certainly we need to do a lot of soul searching, and this is a game which is really
Or talent searching.
Exactly. Thank you so much for completing the sentence.